Hi, love bunnies. I hope you guys are all doing so well. Welcome back to the beauty house. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing this look utilizing the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette as well as some of their lip products. I am so excited to show you guys how I put this look together because this palette is absolutely gorgeous. The colors are to die for. If you like to see how this look came together, be sure to continue and watch. Okay, love bugs. So in today's video, we are gonna be doing a makeup look utilizing a palette that I got from Juvia's Place. I heard so much great reviews about this brand, from the eyeshadows to their blushes, lip glosses, all that extra jazz. So I said, you know what, let me get a palette and see what it's about. There are two more palettes that I definitely want to get, but we'll see. But for now, I bought one of their palettes called the Warrior 2 palette. I tell you, these colors are gorge, honey. But look at this palette. Isn't it gorge? Now, I did do a swatch once I first got it, and when I tell you the pigmentation on these shadows are absolutely gorge. I love a pigmented shadow, and that's really what they're known for, having great pigments, having great shades, and also having shades that you don't really see playing together too much in a palette, and that's really what I love about them. So like I said, this is one of the palettes that I got, and I'm gonna look into getting two more palettes. And then we're also going to play around with a lip combo from them. I picked up two of their glosses from them. I think this is from their coffee collection, Java collection, something like that. And we're going to play around with that as well. So I'm super excited. This is like a semi-impromptu, but not, because I kind of know the look that I'm going to go for with you guys. Now it's really just execution. Now, looking at these colors, my eyeballs, guys, excuse me. Looking at these colors, come on, you know me. We're definitely going to do a smoky, but we're going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to try a few things that I have not tried in a while doing makeup. So it's certain things I'm going to test out again here with you guys. But definitely is going to be a smoky eye, still everyday wearable. And you know me, because this tape is here, we're going to start with our eyes first. So we are going to prime our eyeballs with our Milani Stay Put eyeshadow primer. This is a smaller size because this is the size that it comes. And I got this off of Amazon, I believe around like $4 or $5. They claim this is a good one, so I said, you know what? Let's just get it. I think I probably used this one time before, so now let's just see. I'm probably gonna use my little brush as per usual, my little fluffy brush, and just doing that. Now, I already wanted to film this for you guys, and I know I was gonna film this for you guys, but I'm not gonna lie, there was another video that I was gonna film, and I still am, but I'm just gonna have to film it differently. Coming soon, because I have some things for you guys, but I'm gonna have to film it differently. Now, I was gonna play around with a color palette that had a lot of pastels, and then I wanted to play in that realm. When I tell you, I sat down twice to film and filmed a whole video twice, over an hour each video. My eyes was just not having it, so I'm like, you know what, we're not going to continue to do this. We're not going to continue to play this game. We're not. So we are going to go in. I wash my brushes, pardon me. We're going to go in with my, of course, tried and true, my Dome crease brush. And so we are going to go in with, we're going to play around with this little jazz number, kind of, I guess you could say. And how about this? We're going to go with that one first. We're going to wing it, okay? We're going to put that all over. Now, I hope that this, what did I put here? This eyeshadow primer, I hope it does what I need it to do. I'm going to be highly upset if it doesn't, honey. I'm just going to blend. And you know me, I put the tip because I definitely want it to be winged out. So this is where we add just a little 1-2-1-2 just to have a color down. Then I think I'm going to use the same brush. Nervous, guys. We're going to go in with Yode and Kufuru. I'm going to go in both these shades. These shades look gorge to me. One. Okay, I'm going to have it at the edge. I'm going to start at the edge. Then we're going to place exactly where we had those other two colors. Trying to look to see in this mirror. Okay. I'm going to blend it up to me exactly where those two colors were. Now, I'm not bringing it all the way here because I think I'm going to do something a little differently in this little area here. So we're just going to bring it right here. If that makes sense for you guys. Just not too crazy. Keeping it right there. These colors are really rich, and I like that. In a circle motion. Yep. So you still always need that. Even that little color or that little step that you think is like insignificant, surprisingly you still like need it. You know, like certain primers and certain things you have to do, say like any type of painting, any type of canvas and painting, right? You need to have that first base either way. So now, of course, once it's all blended, you're not going to notice, oh, okay, well, she put down that lighter gray color first, but it just helps for everything to adhere better, you know, and also make other colors pop. So that's really the whole point of colors like that. So looking at it now, these colors are gorge, and we didn't even go too crazy. Just let me see my other mirror too. We didn't even go too crazy just yet. When I tell you this pigmentation, like one thing about Juvia's place, because I've heard about this brand before, definitely heard about them, and I never utilized them. But I'm like, no, let me at least get one, because I was searching for something, and then I saw this pop up because it was in a trio at the time. And I'm like, I don't want the other ones, but this one is just something about it. Like, I really don't, one, I don't own colors like this, but I also don't see colors like this too much either in other palettes, just in general. So I said, you know what? I need to get it. So I'm like, okay. So this is where we are with this color. Now, I think I told you guys in a previous video, if you lay down a white or a black, it helps to make whatever color that you're going to utilize on top of it is going to make it pop even more. So I think I'm going to go in with the black one, just a tiny bit. I'm just putting that like the 2/3 of the eye. I'm not going to really bring it to the front, but and that's what sucks sometimes, you know, like, and when I was filming that video, like, I had all intentions. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew a little extra pizzazz that I wanted to go with. But at the end of it all, it just did not work out. And it's like, oh, geez Louise, you know, sometimes it sucks, you know. And say even like a cut crease, because of the hood of my eye, that's one technique that I can't really do too much on myself either, you know. So it's just these little challenges that I have as the makeup artist that I am. So I have to find other ways to still give you guys content, still be able to teach you guys and show you guys what I'm talking about, although I can't necessarily utilize myself, you know. So I'm in the works of that. I'm in the works of seeing how I can still execute what I'm saying to you guys, although I can't be my own canvas in certain situations, you know. So that's that on that little story time. But yeah, I was so excited because I did a little razzle dazzle. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell you guys too much the look that I did, because like I said, I'm gonna recreate it just in a different way. And I really liked how it came out, the colors and the technique and all the other little fancy things that I did. I'm like, oh, this is lovely. But couldn't show it to you guys. I was so sad. So this is where we are, just like 2/3 of the eye. And I'm gonna blend this a tiny bit with my Pro tapered crease brush. Just a tiny bit, nothing too crazy. Just blend it a bit so it looks seamless. Now we are gonna go in with the color Jamada. This color is absolutely gorgeous to me, and I hope that is picking it up beautifully on camera. This is such a gorgeous shade to me. It's gonna be our medium shadow brush, and again, all these brushes are from Amazon, brand called Butte Art. Isn't that color gorgeous? Hello, Jesus. Let's see. I'm gonna pack it. Oh my gosh, this is a gorgeous color. I'm gonna bring it all the way. Just packing it on. Then that same tapered brush that I just used, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna use that to blend in the crease area. I'm gonna blend it. So it's not like a harsh demarcation. So it looks like it just blends into the other brown shades that we played around with. This is probably one of my worst eyeball days with you guys, and it's so crazy. Now we're gonna do the same thing, pack it on in that same area, bring it up to the crease, bring it to the crease. Taking some in that crease, we can blend it. Ooh. Just so it's seamless. And you guys know why I love a smoky eye too, because now the face makeup gets to be intense. Like I like. So this is what ours. We're gonna leave the eyeballs like this because my eyes is, as you guys can see, is clearly watering a lot. I don't want to put the front color and it starts to act crazy. We're gonna move on to the face, and then we're gonna come back to the eyeballs. So we're just gonna follow pretty much the line that's already there. Keep the eye open a little bit for me because of how my eyes is. I need to keep mine open a tiny bit. And then we're just gonna connect it. Bring it down. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I do not know if a wing liner video, if you're ever gonna get that from me. I am gonna lie to you, okay? Probably not. Because every time I do eyeliner, I am doing that on a hope and a prayer, honey, okay? I would say I've gotten better though. But then, honestly speaking, one, I would say I got better, but also two, it's the tools. I would say that because the brush, this brush that I use, and again, I have, like I said, I have quite a few. When I tell you I have quite a few angled brushes, like I have quite a few angled, but I have a few more. Like I have quite a few angled brushes. So it really depends on the brush. It needs to have a certain kind of stiffness, a certain type of density for your liner to do what it needs to do. And also you need a good gel eyeliner. I'm not gonna lie to you. This liner now, one I used to have was from Inglot. Love. I used to have one from, I think it was L'Oreal, but it got dried out too quickly and I didn't like that. But this one came in a pack of 2. Like I said, Music Flower. This is on Amazon. It came with this black one and a brown one. Honey, when I tell you this is so creamy, sometimes my room get hot, my room gets cold, and the formulation does not change. I'm going to take the black. And we're just gonna brush it a bit. So this is kind of setting it, but also giving a little bit of detail of, it's not too precise, if that makes sense. And hope this came out how I wanted to. Jesus, take the wheel. This is where we are for right now. This black is really black and it plays beautifully against these colors. Oh my gosh. I hope this come out even more better than what I'm thinking in my head. Okay, so we are gonna do, I already moisturized like I said, but it got a little, I feel like a little bit of dryness. So I'm just gonna take the moisturizer I have on hand right next to me, which is gonna be the Vital Boost from Goldfaden. Gonna use this. I think I told you guys this came in my Ipsy box when I had Ipsy, because honey child, I definitely canceled it. It just wasn't doing what I needed to do, so I canceled it. A little under the eye. I could bring a little moisture there. From the side too. Okay. And then we are gonna go in with our primer. Once in a blue, my face does this weird thing where it wants to like break out. It's annoying, like literally annoying. And then some on the forehead. I'm not a social media kind of girl, so don't let my videos fool you. I am not on nobody's social media. I don't play those reindeer games, honey. Gonna let that set a dash, but we're also gonna use our E.L.F. Power Grip. Okay, it's gonna. But that's what it is. Now, I do play on somebody's YouTube. I'm always on somebody's YouTube, looking up makeup videos, of course. Just other things. I just like watching videos. I'm up on somebody's YouTube all day, okay, for any and everything. First of their comment section are just as funny as on Instagram. I kid you not. But now I found myself on somebody's thread, you know. I said, you know what, I have my makeup Instagram page. So I said, you know what, let me see what Threads is about. Honey, when I tell you, Threads is the funniest thing I've ever discovered in my life. I be on a rabbit hole because it's such like a different vibe from Instagram for some reason. Instagram is just like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels forced and faked, you know. Whereas Threads, it really feel like a community, you know, like people promote their businesses, people talk about books, people just have really random conversation, and people really interact with each other. Like, I don't know if that's how Twitter works, because I never had a Twitter, but it's just the funniest thing. Like, you could post something and just a random person comments back, and it's just so funny to me. Like, I was playing up there one day, and now I'm gonna go in with the face. I was playing up there one day, and somebody was like, you know what, I just want to start an argument. And so I forgot what their argument was, but somebody commented, oh, well, you know, I eat pineapple on my pizza, say something. And so another person was like, oh, well, you know, I like ranch over blue cheese. So it's just the funniest thing. So I commented on the person that said, oh, you know, I have pineapple on my pizza. I was like, ew, that is so disgusting. It doesn't go on pizza. And it was a lady, so she sent the picture. She said, yep, you see, I just finished my pizza that had pineapples on it. And it was just the funniest thing, because it's really just people just really vibing and just chatting. It's the funniest thing to me. Like, people really feel like a sense of community up there. It's so funny. It's the funniest thing to me. And like I said, people promote their businesses. So I definitely, you know, have my business up there, because now you guys can book me. Okay, link in the bio. Thank you. So yeah. Now, you guys know that I have my foundation color, but sometimes it picks up a little bit too yellowish for me, a little orangey for me. So I'm just gonna always mix it with my other lighter shade. Again, once you do that, the colors do what it does, the science behind it, and all that extra jazz. So that's why I do that. We're gonna add a little bit on the brush here. And I'm really liking this foundation. I think I want to do a video for you guys where I'm showing you like the wear of this foundation, because I don't know if it's the foundation along with the primer or if it's the foundation itself, but I really like the wear of this foundation. Like, I have put it on and wore it outside, you know, for 8 hours, 6 hours, and I like it, you know. So I'm probably gonna do a video like that for you guys to show the longevity of it. And I also bought the NYX foundation too, that had came out not too long ago. I didn't try it just yet, but I have it, so I have to try that as well. I let this dry down just a dash, right? Because when we put product on, we just put product. And sometimes we have to let things settle down a little bit. That's why sometimes things move. That could be why things become patchy. That could be why things isn't performing how we need it to, right? Like I think I said before, sometimes it's not necessarily the product, sometimes the technique, right? Like, what are we doing? Are we letting things set? Are we just putting powder straight onto liquid? Is that why it's not setting? Is that why it's not doing what it needs to do? Is that why we're not thinking it's performing how it needs to, right? So let this settle just a dash, and I need to get like a little fan, but let this settle just a dash. So now when I put my other products, it's gonna hopefully do what it needs to do nicely. Now, when I tell you I have not worn cream contour in such a while, excited, I haven't worn cream contour in a while. But even with that, I'm gonna try a little technique that was in my head, so hopefully it comes off beautifully on camera. Because honey child, you know me, I like experimenting and all that little extra jazz. So we are gonna go in with our, as per usual, our LA Girl Pro. Now we're gonna blend this out, and with our brush, we're gonna wet this brush just a dash. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do it. Blend these. All right, this is where we at with this one. Let me see the other mirror. Okay. You gotta always test things out and try things for yourself, you know. And I think it gets easier once you know how colors work, like shade and light. That's the whole point of highlight and contour. You know, when you highlight something, it's pretty much in the name. You highlighting something, you bringing something out, you exposing something, right? You bringing something to the forefront. So when you highlight and bringing it down, that means now this whole little triangle area now is on display, right? Now the lower that I bring it, clearly now it's a lot more. Now if it's a little bit right in the eye, then it's just under, you know? But for me, like I said, because I have enough space to play with, I can do that. But also how I place everything else. So that's why I'm able to do that like that on me. Like I said, if I dealt with someone who had a smaller face, I wouldn't necessarily do that. This is where we're at, right? We're looking all highlighted or lit on our eyeballs. So now we're going to blend the end of it just a dash. So it will look seamless, right? Get up closer. Same thing here. Now we're not going to set it just yet. Now we're going to do cream contour. I have not done cream contour in so long. I'm so excited. You know, I'm going to try it and true for right now. Do something a dash different today. with the placement of something that I'm going to do. I mean, right there. Right there. Nails. I'm going to take my blush. I'm going to put this right here. We're going to pray that this looks good. Okay? And I want right in front of it, that one, right? So we're gonna see and hope that it comes off better, because I thought about this before I did it. So don't worry, it's not just me losing my mind here. Everything is a rhyme and reason. So we're gonna buff it in. So now I'm gonna use 2 brushes for this. We gonna see. So I'm gonna blend this here. Keep that like right there. Right? Keep this right here. This little bronzer. Keep it right there, right? I'm trying to see something. Then now with this brush, we're gonna blend this blush now to meet up with this bronzer. A lot, because again, like I said, I'm always gonna be for myself. I'm always gonna try different things. I'm always gonna see what makes sense in my brain technique wise, and then put it into action. Right now, I wanted to try this because I'm just sitting with my Jesus, looking at a picture of something. Yeah, I think I was looking at a picture of something, and this trend with putting the blush, all of this area of the blush, and bringing it up and bringing the blush into this area. I keep seeing that. Now, I'm not mad at it. I'm not. It looks beautiful on some people. It comes off beautifully if done right. And some people, to me, it's just a lot. And I'm not understanding what's going on. So I saw one, and it was beautiful makeup. It came out really pretty, but I'm just like, I don't like that trend, right? How can it look more seamless? So I said, you know what? Contour, if you place it a certain way, and a blush, if you place it a certain way, if you put it together, right, and not look like a Napoleon ice cream, how can it blend and mesh beautifully together? Now, I don't know if this is a technique that people already do. I don't know. I know I haven't seen it, so I said, no, let me try something. And again, if you guys can see, hopefully it looks good and seamless to you guys, right? The bronzer is darker, so I'll put it towards the back, and then that middle shade is the middle ground, and the front shade is that front part. So that's why it gives a nice seamless blend. Now we're gonna see, once I do my powder and everything, to see how it really plays beautifully together. So just in my head, I said, let me try something. So hopefully it looks good to you guys, me trying things out. I'm gonna do a little bit of my highlight. I have this stick, and I'm gonna use a little bit of it because I think this is such a gorgeous highlight color. And I'm gonna use a dash of my other one from MCO Beauty, just literally a dash. Gonna blend that a bit together and put that on the highest parts, because you guys know I like to have that blended. Blend that together again on this side right there. Now we're gonna set all of this, right? If I want to add a little more, I will, but for what I can see, it looks nice to how I have it right now. A little bit of concealer and set it. One day I'm gonna follow the rules. One good day. You could have set that all over. So this is where we are right now. So now we are gonna set the whole face with the remainder of what's on my the remainder of the Fit Me foundation, the Fit Me setting powder. I'm gonna add that. The rest of the face. Dab it. And we're gonna go. Now, we're gonna keep it right here, because that's where we put our contour. So I'm just gonna keep it literally right there. I'm gonna do our nose. More. Little nose. I'm going to my blush first. I lied. Go to my blush first. This is from E.L.F. This is gonna be Always Rosy. So I'm gonna use just a dash. I'm gonna use a flat top brush. This is a foundation brush, but I like to use it because I like to use it. 1, 2. A little bit off. Boop, boop. Right there, and just bring it to where the contour is. Bring it to where the contour is. So again, it's just like seamless. I hope it looks like that to you guys. It's just a seamless flow. The nails, the highlight. Put it on the Wet n Wild. So it's gonna go ham. You know, guys, you know I'm always testing stuff out. I'm gonna set this because now I want all the powders to play and mesh and do what it does. And then we're gonna continue with the eyeballs. Milani's almost done. Jeez Louise. So we're gonna let this play and do what it does. We're gonna do our brows. This is where we are with our eyebrows. So we're gonna go back in and play around with these 2 shades, right? So we are gonna go in with this one first. You did it. And then we're gonna top it off with this color. We're only gonna use the 2 browns at the bottom. I don't want to bring Jamada down. I can, but we're not gonna do that. I know. So we are gonna go in with our, I always go in with the fluffy brush, just because. I'm gonna just sweep it underneath. Like, oh my gosh, this brown. Oh, it's gorgeous. Now from here, I'm gonna go with a black liner because the next color I'm gonna use, I'm gonna now smudge it. And then sometimes too, I used to use my my gel eyeliner as well to tight line, because I always like my liner when I do it to be really dark. Always, like, I like it to be pitch black, honey. Tight line the top. If I need to add more black, I will. So we're gonna get as close as we can to the waterline. Like, smudge it a bit. Just add that depth right there. Now we are gonna do the front part of our eyeballs. Okay, so for this front part, Jesus, we are gonna go in with this gorgeous color right here, Dura. I hope that's how you say it. We're gonna go with that color and we're gonna put it right in this little area. So I'm gonna take this brush. This is a detailed crease definer. I'm gonna go and pack it. And then, hope and a prayer. I'm gonna bring it right in this area. And bring it down a bit. And just connect it to that other color that we had there. So all in this little empty area, we're gonna place it there. And have it to where it connects now to that other shade that we had. So this is where we are. So we love, do we like, do we love, do we like? This is gorgeous color. Yeah, I have to definitely do another look with these, honey. These are just gorgeous colors. Like I said, just blend it up a bit. And this is where we are with this. So I'm going to go off camera, put my lashes on. Then we're going to come back and do our lip combo. Okay, Lovebunnies. So this is what it is with our lashes on. I added a little bit of Razzle Dazzle, aka my highlighter, in the tear duct area. Put on some bottom mascara. So this is where we are right now with the face. Do you guys like? Do you love? I hope you like. I hope you love. So now we are going to do a lip combo. We're going to take the liner. This is number 10. Just a brownie color. Just align the lips. This is where we are. So nails, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a lipstick from the brand E.L.F that I think I showed you guys in my lip combo. Go watch that video. Thanks. Let's see. So the first one is in the color Cookie Butter. This is like a brownie shade. This online. I think that looks really, really pretty. But, you know, like a little extra razzle dazzle. So we're going to go in with the color Creme de Cacao. So this is where we are, guys. Do you like? Do you love? So I'm going to go and take my hair down and then come back and we are going to go over the final look, how it all came together. Okay, Lovebunnies, this is the final look. The hair down, laid and slayed. Everything on, lashes, the liner, little razzle dazzle, like I said, in the tear ducts. My eyes are dying right now. But I hope you guys like this look. I hope you guys recreate it. Again, this was the Juvia's Place palette that I utilized, and the Warrior 2 palette. I definitely enjoyed doing this look and putting it together for you guys as per usual, trying new tips and tricks. I hope you guys love it. Thank you guys so much for sharing a part of your day with little old me. As I always say, the foundation of beauty starts from within. Makeup is just the cherry on top. Thank you guys so much. I love you so much. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a friend. Until next time, mwah.